Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Haiti's most important weekly news. I'm your host, Natasha, and I'm here to bring you the latest news stories and information from all over Haiti. So, without further ado, let's dive into this week's fascinating stories. U.S. authorities are intensifying their pursuit of Jovenel Moïse, a notorious gang leader in Haiti, who is charged with kidnapping a Haitian-American couple and murder. He heads the Crossberry gang and is accused of ordering the kidnapping in October 2022, resulting in the wife's death and the husband's release after a ransom was paid. Innocent could face life imprisonment or the death penalty and remains at large near the U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince. His gang, along with others in Haiti, has increasingly targeted U.S. citizens, especially Haitian Americans, amid political turmoil following the president's assassination over 2 years ago. The situation has prompted a crackdown by U.S. authorities, with rising gang violence causing non-emergency embassy staff to leave Haiti. Innocent's gang operates in the West region, carrying out kidnappings, extortion, and car thefts. The area around the U.S. Embassy is surrounded by powerful gangs, some of which were involved in the 2021 kidnapping of American missionaries. U.S. authorities have placed a substantial reward on Innocent's capture. Haiti is experiencing a surge in major crimes like homicides and kidnappings, with armed groups using rape as a weapon. Efforts to address gang violence in Haiti, including a multinational security mission led by Kenya, face challenges, and UN Security Council members stress the urgency of deploying support to help Haiti's police, given the increasing danger. The U.S. government has also offered rewards for information leading to the arrests of those involved in kidnappings in Haiti, highlighting the Biden administration's focus on addressing lawlessness in the country. A surge of more than 260 charter flights, believed to be transporting Haitian migrants, has landed in Nicaragua recently, contributing to a historic migration wave of people trying to reach the United States. This has created challenges for the Biden administration and Latin American leaders. Experts suggest that some governments, like Nicaragua's, are using this migration as leverage to gain concessions from the U.S., especially as they face increasing sanctions. Nicaragua, traditionally a route for migrants from nations like Cuba and Haiti due to its lenient visa policies, permitted charter flights in August. Since then, 268 flights have transported around 31,000 people from Haiti to Nicaragua at a cost of $3,000 to $5,000 per seat. This increase in flights aligns with a strategic moment for Nicaragua's President Daniel Ortega, as the U.S. negotiated the relaxation of sanctions on Venezuela in exchange for democratic commitments. Ortega may be seeking a similar deal. The U.S. and European nations have imposed sanctions on Ortega's government in response to repression and dissent crackdowns in Nicaragua. These migration tactics are seen as a way for Ortega to gain control and pressure the U.S. The flights also provide financial benefits to Nicaragua, with taxes on airlines and spending by migrants and smugglers on hotels, food, and transportation. Concerns have been raised about a shadow industry of charter flights moving Haitians throughout the Americas. Migrants on these flights often encounter smugglers upon arrival, who help them continue their journey northward. This surge in migration strains the U.S. and Central American nations as they deal with the increasing number of people passing through their territories and arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Biden administration had introduced a plan to deter illegal immigration by offering humanitarian parole to individuals from Haiti, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela with eligible sponsors and background checks. Tensions have escalated in cities like Tapachula, Mexico, where migrants face long lines and limited work and housing opportunities. The Biden administration has called on Central American nations and Mexico to help manage migration levels, But Nicaragua's lack of cooperation presents a challenge to finding a solution to the ongoing migration crisis. It's long after midnight when the bustling operating room suddenly falls quiet, a moment of silence to honor the man lying on the table. This is no ordinary surgery. Dietrich Witherspoon died before ever being wheeled in, and now 2 wide-eyed medical students are about to get a hands-on introduction to organ donation. They're part of a novel program to encourage more Black and other minority doctors to get involved in the transplant field, increasing the trust of patients of color. There are very few transplant surgeons who look like me, said Dr. James Hildreth, president of Meharry Medical College, which teamed with Tennessee Donor Services for the project, one of several by historically Black colleges and universities to tackle transplant inequity. Fresh off their first year at Meharry, 6 students spent the summer shadowing the donor agency to learn the complex steps that make transplants possible, finding eligible donors, broaching donation with grieving families, recovering organs and matching them to recipients sometimes hundreds of miles away. In the operating room, student Teresa Beldent worried she'd get emotional seeing a donor's face, especially this one, a Black father of 6, just 44, who reminded her a bit of her own dad. Instead, calm descended as Dr. Marty Sellers, the organ agency's surgeon, began retrieving the kidneys and liver while teaching Beldent and classmate Emmanuel Cotty. I'm able to feel sad and honor this person, and be able to focus on the act of helping other people, said Beldent as the tired team began the 2-hour drive back to Nashville from the Jackson, Tennessee, hospital. The night's tougher lesson, hours into the surgery the room falls quiet again. The donor had died of a brain hemorrhage, but now Sellers has found undiagnosed cancer in his lungs. The kidneys and liver, already carefully placed on ice, can't be used. Still, the corneas can be donated, and for the 2 students, the surgery offered a powerful teaching moment. I got to see so much and do so much, and trying is better than not, Beldent said. Despite record numbers of transplants in recent years, thousands die waiting because there aren't enough donated organs, and some don't get a fair chance. Black Americans are over 3 times more likely than white people to experience kidney failure. But they face delays in even being put on the transplant list and are far less likely than their white counterparts to get an organ from a living donor, the best kind. Overall, Black patients make up 28% of the waiting list for all organs but account for just about 16% of deceased donors. Increasing donor diversity also helps improve the odds of finding a good match. How do we close that gap, was the question Jill Grandas, Tennessee Donor Services Executive Director, took to Hildreth. The United Nations panel of experts, in its investigation into high-level government officials linked to the violence in Haiti, said in its report that the Dominican Republic is a primary source of weapons and ammunition for several gangs operating within Haiti. The trafficking of weapons and ammunition into Haiti is a key driver of the expansion of the gang-controlled territories and the surge in armed gang violence in the country and represents a threat to regional stability, said the UN experts in the report. Much of the trafficking goes under the radar, the UN panel of experts report states. About 70 people rallied along Dutch Broadway on Saturday to raise awareness about Haiti's ongoing humanitarian crisis and ask for emergency aid against gangs there. We were asking the international community to assist and intervene, said Nassau County legislator Carrie Soliges. Not just to do a direct intervention, but there are monetary policies that the United States can impose that would benefit Haiti. Still in holding pattern as Kenya court deliberates on sending police. Kenya High Court of Justice has extended until November 9 the hold on deploying the country's police officers to Haiti as part of the United Nations-backed multinational mission, MSS, to combat Haiti's gangs. Kimberly Feltus first watched I Love You and the blockbuster Haitian movie from the 2000s at Complex Versailles in 2017. At the time, the high school senior recalls, people in flashy clothes trickling in before the start of the movie, filling up the entrance. 1 year later, Versailles closed. Versailles was number 1 for the city of Cap-Haitian, Feltus, 23, said as he sat in the parking lot of the 2-story beige building. Because you couldn't go anywhere and not hear people talk about the programs there, the movies. This information exchange occurred just 2 weeks before the assassination on July 7, 2021. This case is part of an FBI-led investigation into the assassination of President Moïse, involving multiple individuals charged with conspiring to kill the Haitian leader. Rivera's cooperation is expected to be critical in the ongoing case. The investigation revealed that conspirators had collaborated across South Florida, Haiti, and Colombia to kidnap and assassinate President Moïse, with the aim of replacing him and securing government contracts. However, the mastermind behind the assassination remains unidentified. In total, more than 40 people have been detained in Haiti, including 18 Colombians and members of the Haitian Presidential Guard accused of complicity in the assassination. A retired Colombian army officer, German Alejandro Rivera Garcia, known as Colonel Mike, was sentenced to life in prison in a Miami federal court for his role in leading a group of commandos in the assassination of Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse. Rivera Garcia had pleaded guilty to murder conspiracy charges and did not challenge the prosecutor's recommendation for a life sentence. However, he hopes for a reduced sentence in the future through a cooperation deal with federal prosecutors. Rivera admitted to meeting with co-conspirators in Haiti in June 2021 to discuss forcibly removing and assassinating President Moïse. During these meetings, he received instructions from an FBI informant in South Florida, who directed him to follow the orders of another conspirator in Haiti. Separate investigations in Haiti, Colombia, and the United States are ongoing. Rivera and other key individuals transferred to U.S. custody in February were accused of coordinating both a failed kidnapping and a subsequent plan to kill President Moïse. This group includes James Soliges, Joseph Vincent, and Rivera himself, along with Christian Sanon, a Haitian doctor and pastor who aspired to become president and was implicated in related charges. The sentencing of Rivera and ongoing investigations highlight the complex and evolving nature of the case surrounding the assassination of Haiti's president. Thank you for watching. Our mission is to keep you updated on Haiti's latest news. This video is sponsored by nvexcorp.com and by Haitians.com. We will encourage everyone to download NVexCorp app for more community benefits. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up to support our work. Stay informed with us.